Here's the news for tech and gaming for the month of September 2020. Hey guys, welcome back to another Tech Control video. As promised, I said before in a previous video that I would start doing these instead of news roundup videos where we would do it weekly or every other week, or we took a couple months off. I think what's best is that we do this monthly. We'll see how that goes, but this is everything that you missed from the month of September, not in any particular order, but let's go ahead and get started. And of course, any of these topics that I did cover in a dedicated video or in a podcast or anything like that, I'll have linked above and in the description, so make sure to check those out. NVidia unveiled new 30 series GPUs. The 3070, 3080, 3090. Xbox Series S got leaked by Windows Central, then a couple of hours confirmed by Microsoft themselves. The Astro A20 Generation 2 got revealed. That's huge. Even bigger, these are the first headphones designed specifically for next-gen consoles. A really good, affordable gaming headset. And now Generation 2 continues that legacy, but even better. We got the Apple Time Flies event where time did not fly. I'll link that above as well. AMD announced that they were going to have two events in October, one for the CPUs and then later on the GPUs. At the moment of this recording, there is no dedicated video for the GPUs, but I'll link the video for the CPUs. My very first news roundup video, maybe even the second, I can't remember which one, I talked about Assassin's Creed being at 30 FPS and how that was a big disappointment for next-gen consoles because they should be able to handle 60 FPS. They really should be able to handle 120 FPS if you're not including ray tracing, but 60 with ray tracing is definitely attainable, and that is what Assassin's Creed has confirmed. They are going to run at 60 FPS 4K on the next gen consoles. NVIDIA is set to acquire ARM, which should make things a bit interesting in the CPU race. Is NVIDIA going to expand their CPU lineup? We know that they do have CPUs, not many though. They're mostly known for their GPUs. Who knows? Let's see. Tokyo Game Show in Japan already happened. What's notable about this is that there was no Sony and no Nintendo at this event, which historically they notably are. However, one thing that caught everyone by surprise is that Microsoft was there. Not only were they there, but they also headlined. I don't want to say headline. They opened the show. And I guess they did their job because when pre-orders went up for the Series X and the Series S, pre-orders sold out right away. Speaking of pre-orders, they were a disaster for both PlayStation 5 and the Series X/S. I made a video about my experience, how I was able to obtain both of them in person. So I'll link that, check that out. I feel really bad for those that didn't get one or are still waiting. I know that some pre-orders got canceled and things like that. It's a whole mess. This whole pre-ordering mess, it just needs to be fixed ASAP. I mean, we're still going through the same thing with the NVIDIA's GPUs. Somebody needs to fix this somehow. Amazon had an event where they actually unveiled a lot of cool stuff. Mostly updated versions of their current, Echo Dots and that type of stuff, which was pretty cool. But the one that stole the show, I think, was the in-home drone security camera. This thing flies around in your home and then docks itself right back to recharge. This is kind of cool and almost a little bit too futuristic, but I can't wait to see this flying around in homes, starting 2021. Sony had their showcase. I didn't do an overview video, but what I did do is a live reaction video. So again, I'll link it above and below. Check that out. But if you want a quick recap right now, they gave us a lot of old stuff. They gave us Spider-Man Miles Morales, just a little bit more. They teased Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok. They didn't give us a pre-order date, which started the chaos for the pre-orders in the first place. And then they announced the prices, and that was the end of the show. It really left a lot to be desired, but overall, it wasn't a bad show. It wasn't a great show. Somewhere in between. EA Play, formerly known as EA Access, is now a part of Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass starting the day of launch for the series consoles. That's going to be November 10th is when EA Play is now or will be available on Game Pass. Bethesda saw that and said, hold my beer, because Microsoft bought Bethesda, ZeniMax really, which is the parent company, and all their other studios. That's 8 studios that Microsoft bought, bringing their total count from 15 to 23. They bought them for a total of $7.5 billion, which I think is the second largest acquisition in the gaming world. The deal isn't finalized. It will be finalized sometime early in 2021. So as of now, Microsoft is not really giving out any details. There are a lot of questions about, are their games, the Bethesda games and whatnot, are they now going to be exclusives? Microsoft is not necessarily giving us an answer, but I don't think they're allowed to until the deal is official. Then we should be hearing what actually is and isn't going to be on current and next gen consoles and things like that, other platforms, the Switch, PC, Game Pass. There's a lot of questions that we still don't know, and I don't know if Microsoft is allowed to answer just yet. So that was a quick rundown of everything that happened in September 2020. I waited quite a bit to post this one for September. I'm not going to do the same for the October video, so stay tuned for that one. Stay tuned for more videos that we have coming up. Subscribe if you're not already. Share this video with a buddy or two. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Tech Control Media, and hit us up. Let's talk games. Let's talk tech. Take care.